Hello and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Wednesday, November the 23rd. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of our trading room. This is the address to get into the room, and I am live from 9 o'clock to up to 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and I share my screen all day long. And when I say live, I'm live on the mic. And if you'd like to take out a subscription to Trade Ideas, we have actually a pretty good promo code on right now, which will be good until tomorrow night. That's Thursday night, 11:59 Eastern Time, PM, of course. And it'll be Turkey, Turkey, all in capital letters. All right. So, what a day. Before we get into the actual stocks I traded, had to take a look at Lilly. Lilly had some devastating news, which really caused the entire biotech sector just to collapse. Bad news on a stage three results. I think they're trying to develop an Alzheimer drug, and basically, I guess the bottom line is it didn't work, so they've stopped it. So anyway, this is what happened. I mean, this stock closed yesterday at 76, got as low as $63 in the pre-market. It's had a nice little bounce on it, but that basically took a lot of the biotechs down. So I was actually in this one, DVAX. This was a swing trade for me at 523, and when I saw that news in the pre-market, I decided I sold some at 515, took a little loss here, and I'm on this break of 5. I'm out of it now. Also, the rest of it. So, just didn't like, of course, the way the entire biotech sector was looking. So that's why I got out of it. And the other one that I did get out of was another potential swing that I held from yesterday. May get back into it. Have to see. In it, I think it was 323, and I took a 20-cent loss on this one. Just looking to, but again, because it was a swing trade, share sized accordingly. Excuse me, it dropped down below 3, came back up, and decided to get out. But I am definitely looking at this one still, just in case. This is, if you take a look at the daily chart. Today could just be the day that it's relaxing a little bit. Look at the tremendous run it's had from, $2 all the way to 325. That's over a 50% increase in that was 4 days. So I'm going to keep watching this one. The reason I like it, of course, is because of this potential void. So we'll have to see what happens going forward. Not necessarily going to get back into it today, but we'll see. Now, let's take a look at MDGS. This basically made my day. Doesn't look too good on this daily chart at all, but take a look at the 15-minute. So this is what we saw in the pre-market, and this is a little. I don't even what. Well, I guess it falls into the the biotech sector, and they signed some kind of a distribution deal over in Italy, and so this is the pre-market action. And this represents the pre-market action. And I actually said in the room, okay, in fact, I had an alert. I must have erased it, but said, okay, if it takes out the pre-market high, which was $1.49, I was going to get into the trade. And so that's exactly what it did. It took it out. This is, take a look at a 5-minute, see a little more dramatic. So there it is. On the 5-minute, it took it out. I got into the trade at 151. Look at this. It just zipped up all the way to 178. I was able to sell at 170 and 171, and not a moment too soon, as it just completely collapsed after that and really fizzled out. But this is kind of a trade in which I will look for on some of these. It's a low floater, also only 2 million in the float. The ones that I'll look for, low floater. And you notice that it really didn't come back too much off the pre-market high. It dropped down to 136 from 149, so this was a little pullback, and you can see that it was just kind of holding this pre-market high. And a lot of times, what I will say is, as long as if it takes out that high in the pre-market, as long as it hasn't pulled back too much on that first bar, I will take the trade, and that's exactly what I did. So that trade basically made my day. Didn't really have to do too much after that. Did do a couple of things. I actually took a flyer on this. This is a crazy, crazy one. Doesn't look so crazy here, but when you take a look at the daily chart, you're going to see what I'm taking a look at. Now, this is a pink sheet stock. I'm sure it's just a, some kind of a pump and dump. This is today. So this is, excuse me, this is Tuesday, Monday. So this is Friday's action. Absolutely insane. 74 cents all the way up to 3.99. And it had a strong run also up here, but the big collapse, another collapse yesterday, down to 17 cents. Little bit of a pop yesterday, and then all of a sudden, this morning it started getting really active again. Now it's a pink sheet stock, absolutely not for everybody, but I decided to take a risk on it right here. Got in at 71 cents, and missed getting out on this little high here. It popped up almost immediately, and actually ended up taking, I think, it was a nickel loss on it. So it wasn't terrible or anything like that. But I kind of actually, you know what it was? I got greedy. I saw this pop. I could have sold some right there. Was looking at yesterday's high, which was not yesterday's high, but the high on Monday, which was 86. I was wanting to see if it could get up to that area, and just didn't quite do it. So anyway, I may watch it on Monday to see if there's any more action, because let's face it, a lot of people were looking at this level also when they were down here thinking, hey, who knows, maybe it gets back up to even $1, all right? Now, let's see. Now, I am in this one right now, plant. It's not working out perfectly. I'm in this one right here. Planet Fitness. I'm in at 21.31. Nice little void. It's starting to come back. Had a massive drop down to 20, so it's trying to come back. Nice little void up here. So that's basically the reason I took it. Leon in our room, he alerted us to it right around here. Right around here. I watched this big consolidation, and then on the pop, excuse me, on this pop, when am I in at again? 21.31. Kind of waited a little too long, actually. Actually, I'm sorry. He alerted to us right here. That's right. And or in this area. And then I watched this consolidation. So we'll see. It's got a nice little void. So I'm going to hold on a little bit longer, see if it can take out that high right there. I'm going to put an alert right there. Now, this was really a nice one. Fluor turned out to be a really nice little trade. Now, if you were in the room yesterday, you know what I suggested that we were going to have an infrastructures channel. And so when I went to the guys and I gave them a symbol list and I asked them if they could create an infrastructural channel for us, I kind of put it together and they added it to the channel bar. And this is kind of what I'm talking about. Now, this is not the channel bar, of course, but in this, by the way, I cannot share this with you because it has a symbol list in here, and the symbol list is unique to everybody's account. So I cannot share it with you, unfortunately, but I did see Fluor right here. And when it broke over 54, I took the trade at 54.16 right here. Mark. And then look what it did all the way up here. Sold some along the way. Got out at 54.41 and 56 and 78, and now it has come back. Now I'm going to watch this again to see if it has any sort of a rebound. But this infrastructure, basically what I'm doing is I put engineering construction firms in, steel, copper, all the things that could go into any sort of infrastructure play that maybe the U.S. government. I mean, they keep talking about how they're going to pour a lot of money into roads and airports and bridges, etc. Basically, quote unquote, repairing America's crumbling infrastructure. So we'll see what happens. So we created a channel for it. It's called the Infrastructure Channel, and it should be available, I would hope, by Monday. It is available now, but some people can't seem to load it. If you go to the channel bar, and I think if all you have to do is this, notice here's the infrastructure channel. All you have to do is click on a white space, and it should get added. If it doesn't, I'm sure by Monday it'll be there. But anyway, that should be an interesting channel going forward. Just a second here, just trying to close it down on my other monitor. I mean, take a look at Freeport McMoran. I mean, this is a stock with 1.25 billion shares in the float, and look what it did today. I mean, that's a massive move for this stock with 1.25 billion shares in the float. And again, this is one of those ones which if it's to believe that there's going to be a lot of money poured into infrastructure, then this could, this and a lot of other stocks could start to see some gigantic moves. Let's take a look at the daily on this one. Back this out a little bit more. So I mean, you can just see what we're looking at here. I mean, this is where it was. When was this? This is back in 2014. So again, if these are the sort of stocks that could have these giant moves. All right. Well, what this AGFS is doing? Yeah, just hanging around here. So this is one that I would watch going forward. The market is closed tomorrow. It's going to be open half a day on Monday. I will be in the room. I'm going to open the room at just around 9:30, just before the market opens. I'm not going to open the room at quarter to 9. And I may or may not be on the mic. Again, it's a half day. The market's open between 9:30 and 1. So it's not a great. I don't like trading those sort of days. Sometimes these trades may take a little bit longer to set up, but anyway, we'll see what happens. But so I will be in the room though, and tomorrow Thanksgiving. Close this down. Wish everybody. I'm a Canadian, but wish all my American friends have a great Thanksgiving. If you're going to take the Friday off, then have a great 4-day weekend, and we'll see you in our trading room on Monday. And remember, we have a promotion going on. Turkey, all capitalized. Click on this. Here's the link. Copy. Excuse me. Type this into your browser. Click on it, and then the promo code will be Turkey, all capitalized, and that'll get you either 20% off the standard or 25% off our premium. All right. So thanks for listening, and we'll see you Friday morning at about 9:30. Bye bye.